fucking cold, man. It's fucking cold. So the Atlanta Falcons are 6-6, first place in the NFC South Division, tied with the Buccaneers, and it does not matter. Who cares? Why? Because it's Atlanta. At one point, they were winning, and they were in control of the division. They had a chance to really put a stranglehold on the division. They got some people excited. Some people were like, oh, this team could make it to the playoffs, which they haven't done since 2017. And then Atlanta said, oh, you guys are getting excited about us? You guys think that we can compete and make it to the playoffs? No. We have to show you guys who we really are. So we're going to have to bring ourselves back down to earth, keep expectations really low for us. So we're going to start losing our next 3 games. And we have done that. Okay, we have done that. We have lost to the New Orleans Saints. We've lost to the Denver Broncos. And now we have lost to the Los Angeles Chargers. So now we're 6-6. And despite all the good things that happened before our 3-game losing streak, we may not even make the playoffs. So we apologize to the Atlanta fan base for getting you guys excited, thinking that we could actually compete and make it to the playoffs and possibly shock the world and make it to a Super Bowl. We're sorry, okay? We lose. That's what we do. We lose. But on a serious note, although I kind of was being serious, the Kirk Cousins experience has not panned out too well. They signed him, they gave him this big contract, and I thought that Atlanta would be getting Minnesota Vikings Kirk Cousins. I thought the issues at quarterback would have been corrected, but that has not been the case. I think there's something wrong with Kirk Cousins. He came off an Achilles injury last season, and I think it's still bothering him. He doesn't look the same. The offensive coordinator, Zach Robinson, has him lined up in the pistol. He has not been put in a lot of play action situations, play action bootlegs, trying to get the linebackers to play the run so that wide receivers like Drake London and Ray McLeod and Darnell Mooney could get free behind the linebackers in the middle of the field. And it's weird though, because it looked like as the season was going on, he was getting better and better. But these last 3 weeks, he has regressed dramatically. And he's missing wide open throws. He turned the ball over 4 times against the Chargers. He just looks like he has to have a perfect pocket for him to throw the ball. He can't really handle pressure. He just looks like a complete statue. And Kirk Cousins has never really been a guy who can run, but he could still move a little bit better than this. So I think that there's something wrong with his Achilles. I think there could be other stuff going on. Who knows? Now we get into Michael Penix Jr. And when the Falcons drafted him in the first round, the 8th overall pick, people were like, what the fuck? Why would you do this? Typical Atlanta Falcons. We needed a pass rush. And I understood people's frustrations. I mean, it was talked about on national media. People were just like, why? Why would you do this? You paid Kirk Cousins all this money to be the quarterback for the next few years, and then you went out and drafted a quarterback when you could have gotten a pass rush, maybe another offensive lineman, something that the Falcons sorely need. And I still think that the offensive line and the defensive line are still an issue. It's like rinse and repeat with this team for over a decade now. Feels like I've been saying that for over a decade. But yeah, I totally understood people's frustrations. Now, I like to give people the benefit of the doubt. I figured Terry Fontenot and Arthur Blank, they wanted Penix because Kirk is like 35 years old, I think he's 35, and he's not a young buck anymore, so they wanted to prepare for the future. So now, given the fact that the Falcons have completely shit the bed these past 3 weeks, should they consider moving to Penix? And I think they will start him after the Vikings game, because coming out of the bye, they were going to face 2 teams, the Chargers and the Vikings, 2 playoff teams. And I think that would have been a tail sign as to when Penix was going to start. So they shit the bed against Los Angeles, and now they're going to face a very good Minnesota Vikings team led by Sam Darnold at quarterback, who a lot of people didn't think would be this good. Very good defense, very good wide receivers. They have Aaron Jones in the backfield. I mean, I don't think this game is going to go very well for Atlanta. I think it's going to be another beatdown. They're going to have their second beatdown of the season. So I think after the Vikings game, or during the Vikings game, when they're probably down 21 points, Penix will start, okay? I think Kirk will start against the Vikings because they've lost 3 in a row. They're going on the road to face a very good Vikings team. And I don't think they're comfortable in throwing a rookie quarterback, who, by the way, has had some ACL injuries. I forgot to mention that. That's another reason why people were upset. Why would you draft a quarterback who has had multiple ACL injuries? But anyway, why would we start a rookie quarterback in a big-time game, in an NFC conference game on the road? Let's stick with the veteran one more time. And then if we do go to the rookie quarterback, let's have him start against the Raiders and the Giants, which, despite their records, the Raiders and the Giants, Atlanta could very well lose the rest of the season. The Raiders, Brock Bowers and Max Crosby could have career days. They could make NFL history. Brock Bowers could be the first rookie tight end, catch 4 touchdowns and have 378 reception yards in one game. And Max Crosby could be the first defensive end or pass rusher to have 7 sacks and a pick 6 and 2 forced fumbles. That is a possibility. Okay? What the Falcons do, they help teams and people look good, okay? If someone's job is on the line and a coach is on a hot seat, they play Atlanta, get a win against Atlanta, they're safe for the time being, okay? Whew, okay. I want to keep my job for a little bit longer. The Giants, they have some playmakers on defense specifically. They actually have a pretty good defense. I like their defense. And then there's the Commanders, and then there's the Panthers. You know, Bryce Young, he seems to have finally figured things out. He's looked better over the past few weeks. He could have a career day. I don't know. It's Atlanta. I mean, fuck. There's no reason to get excited about this team ever because they just do shit like this. I just want to come on here and make a video about Penix, and I don't really know shit about Penix. I don't watch college football like that. So hopefully this video gets enough views to where people who have seen Penix play in college football can write in the comment section what they think he'll do and what the offense will look like for Atlanta. Do they think it'll be a good fit or not? All I'm predicting is when he'll start. And I think after Minnesota or during Minnesota, I think that's when he'll start, because I see the Falcons just getting blown out. Those are my thoughts. Please like and subscribe. That is it. I am out.